don't know, never trust the square clock. That's my little bit of advice of the day, I suppose. Time is something that passes naturally, yet the way we record and keep track of time is in many ways a human-made construct. We were the ones who decided to split the rotation of the Earth into 12 chunks, and in turn split those chunks into smaller divisions. It was also us who gave these measurements of time their names. Today, when we track how much time something covers, we tend to record in hours, minutes, and seconds. These are by and far the three most widely used words in the realm of timekeeping, and they are terms we utter on pretty much a daily basis. But where exactly did these three nouns even come from in the first place? Let's start with the biggest of these three, an hour. A single hour is composed of 60 minutes, which in turn is made up of 60 seconds. That means there's 3,600 seconds in a single hour. This is a supremely old word and came ultimately from the Greeks and their word of hola. This is a supremely interesting word. While the Greeks use it in relation to time, it didn't strictly mean a length of time lasting 60 minutes. It could apparently be used to refer to any limited time period within a year, month, or even a day. I guess this means you could refer to a multiple week period as an aura, or even just an afternoon as an aura too. Aura? Hora? Hola? Hora? Don't know if that H is silent. I guess there's no ancient Greeks to tell me. While this might sound really weird having just a single word to refer to kind of an ambiguous length of time, we actually still use words like this. Take the term of a while. We say a while to mean all kinds of time frames. Like you can meet someone for the first time in years and say you haven't seen each other in a while, or someone could pop to the shops for like an hour or two and you could say they've been gone a while. The Greeks were not out of their minds having a single word that could encapsulate so much time. But from the Greeks, it arrived with the Romans and became hola, which meant an hour in the way we know it today, a 60-minute chunk of time. But then hola became heure in Old French, and then it arrived in English with the Norman invasion and became hour as we know it today. Though it took some time to become hour with that spelling as we know it today. According to the OED, the oldest use of the word in English came in 1250 AD, and it was simply spelled heure. Of course, prior to the Norman invasion, people were still tracking time, and in Old English, the word for hour was instead a tid. While that might be a dead word now, it did also give us the word time, as in the thing that goes in and out of the sea over the course of the day and kind of tracks time in its own weird way. Yeah, the sea and time, very connected things seemingly. Before we continue, I want to say a huge thanks to my most recent patrons and super thanks. So a huge thank to patron Manon Pollier, John Gross, Katie Johnson, and Gentle Gaia, and super thanks leaver Christine Brown 3359. Patreon is the best way to financially support Name Explain, and donating just $1 a month gets you ad-free videos, a chance to say what names get explained, an exclusive monthly newsletter, and your name at the end of these videos. All of that can be found at patreon.com/Name Explain, which will be linked down below. Conversely, if you want to make a one-time donation, you can leave a super thanks directly in the comments section of any of my videos here on YouTube. They help out tremendously too. Thank you. Anyway, as mentioned, an hour splits into 60 minutes. This term comes from a much more logical origin. A minute is obviously smaller than an hour, and that's why it sounds similar to words like mini, and of course, minute. In fact, it was only just then when I was writing out this video, I realized that minute and minute are spelled exactly the same, but just pronounced differently. Yay, heteronyms. Love a heteronym. But these all ultimately come from the same ancient root word of mia, which means small simply. This is exactly why the word got used for this division of time, because a minute is a minute division of an hour. It seems to have become popularly used for time when mathematician Ptolemy coined the term pars minuta prima, which meant 1/60th of a circle, which was then adapted to mean 1/60th of an hour. It makes all the sense in the world why it was transferred from a portion of a circle to a portion of time, because timekeeping has always been recorded on circles for like centuries, whether that be a sundial or clock faces. Time and circles they just go together. You can get square clocks, but don't know, never trust the square clock. That's my little bit of advice of the day, I suppose. Don't trust the square clock. No good. Once again, according to the OED, the earliest use of minute in English came from 1393, where it was spelt munot. I love this spelling, just much more to the point, isn't it? Monot. Big fan of that one. But it all makes a ton of logical sense as to why the first division of an hour became known as a minute. But what makes even more logical sense, however, is how the second division of an hour got its name. That brings us neatly to the second, the length of time that a 60th of a minute is composed of. From what I said about a minute, the origin of this name should make all the sense in the world. It's simply called a second because it's the second division of an hour. We didn't start using this term in English seemingly until 1400, where it was spelled secondes. Secondes? Secondes. I don't know, no one from the 1400s is alive to tell me anymore, so just got to wing this one. But honestly, this is one of my favourite word origins in the entire world because it's just so stupidly obvious. Like when you hear it, you kind of just go, oh yeah, that makes sense, I suppose. You know what? I love it. I think I've actually mentioned it in a previous video about obvious word name origins, but yeah, just mention it here again, why not, eh? But I think we're out of time on this one. Let me know about any other interesting time-related words I might have missed out on. Also, please suggest a topic down below which we could cover in next Monday's Name Explain video. It could be about literally anything, and the topic can be as niche or broad as you like. I will then choose 3 of those topics and place them in a poll for my patrons to vote on. Then the winner from that poll will be the topic covered in next Monday's Name Explain video. You can vote in that poll, as well as enjoy many other great benefits by visiting patreon.com/nameexplain, which we linked down below, and by donating just $1 a month. Thank you. Anyway, that's more than enough for myself. But don't forget to go follow me on Instagram where I'm NameExplainYT, and don't forget to join the Facebook page, Friends of Name Explain, where you can chat with myself and many other name nerds. Okay all, take care. Time. Yeah, I managed to stretch 3 words into an entire video, so should we get going? I guess this means you could refer to a multiple week period of... Why can't I say this bit? That was a rubbish clap. So I just got an Amazon notification when that happened. Should really get like a separate phone to use as a teleprompter so they don't get notifications like that. Anyway, we have patrons and super thanks, Amber. They came like buses. I've got 4 all of a sudden. We got new people. Yay. Money. Yay. Okay, all. Take care. That one felt short. I didn't feel like there was many outtakes either. I feel like I just kind of rattled through that one. Bye.